And today we will not be doing walking and then sitting meditation. Today we'll be doing a movement meditation, and then we will do sitting meditation. So this movement meditation is inspired, actually not just inspired, but directly taken from a dance practice or a warm-up for a particular kind of dance, which is called Buto. It's a Japanese deep improvisation dance. And this exercise is to cultivate a very deep body awareness and awareness of movement, and very slow movement. So I thought it was fitting because it's not too dissimilar from our walking meditation, but even slower. It involves the whole body. So what we will do is we will do about half an hour of this movement meditation, and then we will do half an hour of sitting meditation after that. So this awareness of the body and movement will transition to the body in stillness and sitting. And then at the end, for 10-day course people, if you feel like leaving after that, feel free. But in the end, I will also give some space, as I do during these community calls, for some sharing, some discussion for the community members. Yes. Sounds good?
Mm.
Great. Let me just mute here some people. Okay. So the first exercise, which is kind of just to illustrate the principle, is, and the first one just involves the hands, but the other ones will involve the whole body. And we're going to place our hands onto our thighs or our lap, like this. One hand is going to start in a closed fist, and the other hand is starting in open hand position. All right. And we're going to take 5 minutes to transition from this position to this position. So I will put a 5-minute timer, or I will tell you when 5 minutes is up. But the idea is to very slowly, over the course of 5 minutes, slowly start to. Now I'm very fast forwarding. I will maybe take 30 seconds to continuously close the one hand like a flower closing, and to continuously open the other hand like a flower which is opening. And the idea is to do it with all the hand at the same time. So we're not doing sequentially, like I'm not closing one finger, then the other, and then the other, and the other. But the whole hand is moving, and the whole hand is opening. And after about 5 minutes, some of you might arrive early. Some of you might not have fully arrived. That's okay. The idea is not to get it perfect. It's not about getting it perfect. Don't worry. Don't rush. The idea is to cultivate a very deep awareness of the movement in every moment. There will be some sensations in your hand, the joints moving, maybe even cracking. When we move the joints that slowly, they don't move smoothly. Don't be worried about that. And to keep bringing your attention back into the hands when of course, when your mind starts to drift, also this continuous intention to move will help your mind stay anchored in the sensations of the hand. So continuously, not sequentially, but all together. Try to do it with less tension, so you don't have to tense the hand, it would be very tiring. Try to do with less tension as possible. Least tension. Take your time, mostly in the beginning. People rush. And don't worry too much about the 5 minutes. If you feel you've already arrived, just arrive more deeply. Open the hand even more. Close the hand even more. We take 5 minutes. I don't tell you during those 5 minutes. I might give you some reminders, but I will just tell you in the end when the 5 minutes are over. That's the first exercise. I will just keep my phone here. So get comfortable. You can start with whatever hand open, whatever hand closed. Not so important. Good to close the eyes. Feel both hands. Sensations. One hand open, the other closed. And we begin. 5 minutes. One hand opening, one hand is closed. And 5 minutes. Finish. And now keeping this same awareness that you had in the hands, bringing it to your whole body. Doesn't matter if you finished or not with the hands. In whatever position you are in now, we're going to take 6 minutes to transition from here until you are lying on the floor with your whole body. You can be lying in the side or on your back. Transitioning from here to lying in 6 minutes. Go. Remembering that we try to move the whole body at the same time. It doesn't have to be the most efficient movement. It doesn't have to be the most direct, linear. You don't have to plan. Just move. Start moving down. Start melting. And you have time. 6 minutes of time. No rush. Careful to not do it with so much body tension. Try to keep releasing extra tension. Consciousness is in the whole body at once, everywhere, feeling each cell, each muscle, each joint. Remember to keep breathing, no need to hold your breath. And that's 6 minutes. From this position, from whatever position you're in, we take 7 minutes until we arrive to standing. 7 minutes to go to standing position of the body. Slowly, slowly go. Continuous movement. Try not to speed up or slow down in some parts. Continuous, consistent movement in the whole body. Releasing tension wherever possible. Keep exhaling. You've already arrived more deeply into just standing with your consciousness. Feeling the whole body stand. And that is 7 minutes. And the final exercise before we move to sitting. From wherever you are, we're going to take 8 minutes to arrive into our meditation posture, sitting meditation posture, where we will spend the rest of the meditation session. 8 minutes starting now, including adjustments, including everything. 8 minutes. Continuous, slow, whole body movement, eyes closed. Stay inside. Stay with the focus, with the concentration in the body, in the sensation, in the movement. Keep coming back here. Keep being fully present with your movement, with your body. Allow everything else to disappear. Feel every subtlety, every micro movement, every small movement of joint, activation of muscle, skin touching, spine curving, tension releasing. Keep breathing, keep relaxing. Every moment a movement is born and dies. Every moment is a new moment of arising, of passing away, of a sensation, of a movement. quietly, patiently, continuously. Don't skip any movements. Every movement you make, including adjustments, part of the meditation. And that is 8 minutes. If you haven't arrived, take your time to arrive in your sitting posture. If you've arrived, arrive deeper into your sitting body. We will sit for 24 minutes. Notice the whole body. See if you can continue to be present in the whole body. How is the body now in stillness? If there's any micro adjustments needed, lengthening, relaxing, welcome to do those slowly, mindfully. Now noticing the stillness, how the feeling of stillness of the body. It's actually different nerves. It's the sensory nerves now more in stillness. Before we were perceiving more the motor neurons, the motor nervous system. In stillness more the sensory nervous system. And now noticing what is moving in the body, all on its own. What sensations, feelings indicate movement in the body. So there might be some more obvious movement in the body. For example, the breath, the movement of the diaphragm, maybe ribs. There's other more subtle movement in the body. Maybe pulsing, maybe the heartbeat. See what more obvious, more gross, or more subtle movements you can notice in the body, which reveal themselves to you in this stillness of the body. Another kinds of movement might be parts of the body tensing or relaxing. It might be the movement of heat, warmth, which kind of fluxes, flows. Actually, any sensation that you experience in the body, on the body, deep inside the body, is an indication of some kind of movement, whether big or small, some biochemical movement, some electric movement, some firing of nerves. The movement of the breath, always. And also any movement in your visual field, even with closed eyes, the visual field behind closed eyes seems stable, but is it really stable? Flickering, shifting, dancing, shimmering images. And the whole field of hearing, any sounds that you receive with your ears, also a kind of movement. Not just the objects that are making the sounds moving, but also the sound itself, the perception of vibration of sound itself, directly movement, not stable, not continuous, appearing, disappearing, growing, decaying, birthing, dying. And sitting, observing all this movement in your whole experience of the body, sensations, any visual, any auditory sensations. And of course, this movement of the thoughts, these subtle flickering thoughts, sometimes coherent, sometimes incoherent, sometimes chains of thoughts, sometimes individual thoughts flickering, another kind of movement in your experience. Include that also as you notice it, when you notice. If you get lost, just back to the body, back to the whole body, back to the breath. Allow it all to move as it does. Without trying to stop something from moving, without trying to speed something up, slow anything down. Allow everything to move in its own time, speed, subtle or gross, quiet or loud. Comfortable or uncomfortable. And another movement I might point out to you, the movement of attention, the movement of consciousness, of mind, that jumps between, sometimes stays here, sometimes stays there, ultimately moving as much as the contents, as much as the object of attention. Even you try to keep it stable on the breath. The breath is also moving, so the attention also, as it rests on the breath, moves with the breath. And sometimes, of course, gets scattered somewhere else. Allow this movement, allow this movement, natural movement. awareness of sensation, awareness of inside, outside, awareness of mind activity, feelings, awareness of attention, awareness, awareness of attention. So this is mostly the essence of Vipassana meditation, is to observe all of this movement, all of this anicca, what the Pali term is for this movement, impermanence, inconstancy, instability of all phenomena, including the mind, the body, feelings, including attention. And in later Buddhism, what we call Mahayana Buddhism, through Tibet, through China, through Japan, Korea, they started to talk about what is actually still. Is there anything that is still, stillness, true stillness that we can perceive? Perhaps beyond, beneath, behind the most subtle movement, perhaps there's a kind of stillness pervading, pervading the body, pervading the mind, pervading inside, outside. The kind of stillness or emptiness in which all experience, all phenomena, all things we perceive arise from, pass away into. And it's not a thing, it's not an object of consciousness. It's not something to place our attention on. Otherwise, it would also be something that's moving. Otherwise, it would also be something that is changing. Like the breath. but maybe more like an impossible, infinite, timeless, boundless, silence, emptiness, awareness. Coexisting with all of this movement. Something we cannot think or grasp with our mind or understand, otherwise it just becomes another thought. Something which maybe we feel more deeply, more intuitively, more pre-verbally, pre-conceptually. Something living deeper in the body. Always there. And everything continuing to move here. Emptiness and form, form and emptiness. And locating again our body experience, felt experience of our bodies. Kind of recollecting, regathering the mind into the body, maybe inviting a deeper breath into the body. And gently, gently, slowly, slowly, opening the eyes softly, welcoming the outside. Thank you. Do what you need for a minute or two, and then we will have some space to see faces, to interact if we wish. But if you need to go, also okay. Thank you for being here. Just for maybe about 20 more minutes. Hmm. Great. So if you still need a minute, feel free not to rush. But we